guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. For today's video, I'm going to do a green and gold halo cut crease eye look tutorial. So without any further ado, let's get started. I'm starting off by mixing two concealers to create an even base for my eyeshadows to stick to. I'm using this a little fluffy shader brush to blend my concealer. You can also use a blending brush. I generally switch between a blending brush and this shader brush because they almost gives the same seamless blend look. Take your time doing your base. See whether you need to go with another layer of concealer or eyeshadow base. See whether you need to go with another layer or not. I'll be using Makeup Revolution Reloaded Marvelous Mattes palette for this eye look. I'm using this dense bullet pencil brush to pack the dark green color on my crease. I am placing the shade a little above my actual crease line. So when I open my eyes, the darkest color is still visible on my crease. As you can see, I'm packing the shade and not blending it right away because using packing motions will give you the maximum color payoff. On the same brush, I'm using this black shade to deepen up the previous shade. Make sure you don't go all black in one go. I'm going in layers to deepen this up. I'm taking a tissue to rub off whatever is there on my brush, and with the pointy edges of the brush, I will blend the edges of the shadow to have a seamless look. I'm going in with small circular motions and blending in one place and then slowly going on. Try to be light on your hands because if you go on with heavy hands or motions, the shadows will start to become patchy. On the same brush, I'm going in with these dark green and light green shades. I'm first packing it in on the edges of the previous shadows. Then taking a tissue again to rub off the excess and start to blend it in a small circular motion. Next up, I'm using this small blending brush which is a bit fluffy but has a little control over its bristle, and I will blend the light green shade very lightly on the edges using a bit bigger circular motion. On the same brush, I'm going in with the light green and yellow shade. I've mixed them lightly and going in the same motion I've been doing. I'm taking a slightly bigger blending brush than the previous one and blending the yellow shade as the last shade. That is also can be called the transition shade. Take your time blending the last shade as this shade will give you the gradient effect on your whole look. As you can see, the outer V area needs more work of blending so that the yellow alone does not look blended. So I went back in with the light green and yellow shade together on the more controlled blending brush, and I packed the shades first, then blend them in using a circular motion. Again on the same brush, I went in with a dark green shade and just packed it in place. Now I'm blending everything using the yellow shade so it looks seamlessly gradient and has no harsh patches. Next up, I'm going back in with all the shades to intensify them again, as it has come off a little because of all the blending process. On to my favorite part, cutting the crease. And for that, I use this paintbrush in the number 0. I like to lay down a blueprint first for my cut crease as to where I want my shadows to be. I first laid a little concealer on the center of my eyelid and I try to look up. Doing this gives me a guideline for where my cut crease will be and I create a new crease. If I cut on my actual crease line, then whatever the cut crease look will be, it will not show up, as I have slightly hooded eyes and everything will hide under the folding skin. So now that I have a guideline, I will lay the blueprint to shape up. We are going for the halo eyes. So for that, I'm just going to cut my crease halfway through the inner and outer lid space. I will go in with this detailed flat brush and take some micellar water on it and clean up the edges of this cut crease. I first cleaned up the concealer part using cotton buds and micellar water. Then going back in with a clean bud which is a bit pointed out on the edge and clean up the lid. Next up, I'm taking this tiny detailed brush and going in with the dark green and black shade together on the top edge of the cut crease to define it. For filling up the lid space, I always use this flat brush by Vega. I feel it's one of the best brushes to cut the crease to. I'm holding the brush like this, and with the side edge of the brush, I'm making the edges of the halo cut crease look smoother. On the small pencil brush, I'm taking the dark green shade and pack it on the outer edges. Then taking a tissue to rub off the excess pigment and lightly blend the inner edges of the shade. Next, I'm taking these two shades together and repeating the same process. When you are blending the inner edges, make sure you are going in with light hands to avoid harsh lines. I'm taking this Wet n Wild palette in VI Purple, taking this gold shade on the same brush which we used to fill the cut crease, and I will place it on the center part of my lid. For a seamless blend, I'm going in with a clean small pencil brush and tapping on the edges of the gold shade. For smoking out the lower lash line, I'm going in with the same shades in the same manner. To make the gold shadow pop even more, I'm using this Magnificent Liquid Eyeshadow by Forever 52 and place it on top of the gold shadow with the same concealer brush. I'm cleaning off the fallouts from the shadows with some micellar water and also cleaning the edges of this eye look so it looks more clean and defined. I'm using Miss Claire's eyelash glue for sticking my lashes. And that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you did, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take care, stay safe. Bye.